Welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go!
Back to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 35 that time. And it'll be first down, Redskins.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And yes, he got it. Gostkowski plays the role of hero as he punches it through. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. And just a heck of a fight.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins are going to win the football game. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now McNabb. Over the middle, it's Thomas. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Let's go. Flex round.
To throw on second, McNabb. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, McNabb. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And quickly, they get to the line. Out of the gun, McNabb. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. To throw, McNabb. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Washington. Nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. Your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. Here's McNabb. Paul bringing it in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Niles Paul, 60 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Mark Barron coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd down, McNabb buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a 1st down following that long gain. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. From the gun, here's McNabb. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Second down following the incompletion. Play clock winding down. To throw on second, McNabb. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game?
There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A gain of 3, second down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Brady to throw on second down. He's got time in the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Finding time. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Brady will try again on second down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Brady. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Red zone opportunity. Blunt, the lone running back. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are back within a score. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Redskins are going to get a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll fight it. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw, McNabb. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 9 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll come out in the pistol. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run the option left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now with the play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Out of the gun, McNabb. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the gun, here's McNabb. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So the defense has to stay out again. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection. Demaryius Thomas, touchdown, Washington. Demaryius Thomas, 50 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this is secured by the Patriots. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Brady surveying the field. All kinds of time. His throw incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady going underneath to Blunt. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
Again, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brady gives now to Blunt. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time, and he dumps it off to Blunt. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Amendola. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Brady again. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady finding time. Still back there. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I. Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Redskins.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now it's McNabb, and unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Second down, McNabb. And this is incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go play action. It's McNabb. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, watch the ball. Here we go.
From the gun, here's McNabb. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback?
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Mark Barron coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Fielded at the 43. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now a play fake here on first down. Anunua's got it, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play fake. Now McNabb. Paul bringing it in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Niles Paul, 29 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he shifts past him. We get a glance at the Redskins defense as they go back out there now. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Surveying the field, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd down now after the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 45 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Now he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Throwing now is Brady. He's got time. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Nate Washington, 40 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, They need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time.